Hello and welcome to the debate of the future. Today's date is 12/9/2020, and we'd like to welcome Mr. Buttchin and Mr. Boogie to the stand, please.
It's like a Joe Biden rally.
Oh
Alright, anyways. Oh wait, yeah, I gotta get my notes out.
Did you really take notes?
His
Yes.
questions.
No questions on it.
I thought you were kidding.
Alright, we will be doing this in somewhat sections. Not really, it's kind of just my questions that I want to ask for you guys to debate about. Alright, well, we will have Mr. Boogie go first. First
Of
question,
course.
going for 2 minutes.
He would go first.
Alright, Brandon, what are your plans to make
Fucking
our town
biased.
better? And what buildings are you going to build that are very significant to our town?
Okay.
Go ahead.
First, I would like to say thank you, buddy,
Automation.
and thank you, Mr. Scaife. Hi, welcome. Just go one more
Unprofessional.
time.
Yeah, you're wasting
Okay.
all your time.
So yeah,
There could be a bomb in Pearl Harbor.
thank
and
you,
He's laughing about it.
Shh. This is a
thank you, everybody.
quiet 2 minutes for Brandon.
So my first step as being president, I will be automating some of our farms. We are not going to
Of
automate
course.
farming, of course, because some people are spreading some fake news over there, but we will be automating some of the food farms. For example, the wheat farm. The wheat farm, nobody barely goes over there to collect the wheat. But
I did the other
we wouldn't
day.
have that issue if it was automated and automatically went to our chest, and then we would have unlimited food that way. Next, some of the buildings I will be building for this town is finishing the casino. I actually have a plan called Project Warp Speed. And I will be putting our taxes towards that casino, and it will be done, mark my words, within 1 to 2 weeks. That is the main building on my project
That's not so much
plan.
warp speed.
And
In my
here,
eyes.
please,
Shh.
Bartley, Mr. Bartley.
Mr. Butchin,
Mm.
this is a quiet 2 minutes for Brandon.
So, not only will I have the casino, I will also build multiple other big buildings like the casino
He doesn't even know what he's building.
for our other community members. I am not going to say exactly what I'm going to build because I want to know what the community wants. I'm not doing what I want. I'm doing
It's
what
up
the
to the
community
senator,
wants.
governor, and president.
I'm doing what the community wants, and I am here for the community. Thank you.
Is that all?
Community's money.
Yes.
Can I come up with a follow-up question with that
Yes. Yes.
for you, Mr. Boogie? So, with your automated systems, are you going to automate just farming or anything else like mining or anything like that?
So no, I don't plan on doing mining. Mining has its own jobs, and mining is actually a very hard thing to automate. Would I like to automate it? Yes, but
Since it's hard,
it's
he's
physically
not going to do something.
it is physically impossible with how our town is mined out from underneath due to some other leadership issues. Anyways, so I don't plan on doing mining. It's going to be mostly the farming, mostly anything that we can get food from.
Alright, that's it. Mr. Butchin, same question for you. What are your plans to make our town better, and what are the buildings of significance you're going to build? Go ahead, 2 minutes.
Automation, not gonna happen the first time around. I mean, it's not gonna happen for a while because
The first time that you're
livestock.
Miss,
You have livestock that gives you great amount of experience. He's gonna take that away. You need experience.
I never said
That's
that.
the main
I
priority.
have
Mr.
never
Boogie,
said
Mr.
sorry.
Boogie,
Sorry.
quiet. Go ahead, Mr. Butchin.
Mining, he said he'd do mining. He said he wouldn't. Can't believe him. He said multiple things that came out of his mouth. I won't believe anything he says.
Please stay
It's
on the
fucking
topic at hand.
fraudulent.
Please stay on the topic at hand.
I have a list of things I want to do. I want to build a prison. Brand said he'd build a prison forever, but he went and built a casino. Come on, man. I'll finish the casino. I'll get it done in 5 days. 2 weeks, that's not Operation Warp Speed. That's nothing. That's regular time. That's slowing us down. Taxes are going to be high for me. That's not going to happen. Villager Trading Hall. I've been bringing these villagers behind us. It's going to be great. We're going to get emeralds, carrots, everything. Anything we can get from them, that's going to be great. Yes, carrots.
May I do a follow up to that?
Is that all you have to say there, Mr. Butcher?
Absolutely not.
Okay, you have 30 seconds.
Now, it depends on the miners. This is optional. A strip mining system. They don't like going caves. Have somewhere either it's far away in town. It depends. You can strip mine all you want. I hate strip mining. It's worst. It's a waste of resources, but it's up to a great miner that's going to be taxed to have. Brain gets in there. We need to clean up the town. We need to add shops, restaurants. Automation.
All right, that
Automation.
wraps up your 2 minutes there, Mr. Butchin.
I'm not done yet.
We will get back to you
May I do a
with our
follow
next
up?
question. Yes, Brandon, go ahead.
So there's multiple things that he said in that which are just ultimately false.
That's not even. I'm not
First
even
of
done
all,
yet.
the casino was a decision by our fellow community member,
It doesn't mean I can't finish it.
and Mr. Bartley here even told that he wouldn't do anything for this community until he's president. Well, who wants somebody that won't do anything if they're not in power? I have been working on that casino and multiple other buildings there. And I planned on doing the prison. I started building the island out there for the prison. I plan on
Yeah, go
doing
look at
multiple
it. It's
things.
just shit.
And Mr. Bartley over
It's a
here
blob.
is only gonna do stuff if he becomes in power. Now, come on now. Who wants somebody that's not gonna do anything unless he gets what he wants? Okay, good.
All right, we're going to move on to the next question. This question
It's
will
not
go
what
to Mr. Butchin
about
first.
what I want.
Mr. Butchin, this will go to you first. This next question.
And I said I wasn't gonna get used for my resources.
Mr. Butchin, we're
And
moving on to the
I
next
didn't say I
segment.
wouldn't.
Yeah, but
I
Butchin,
wouldn't build
Mr.
Butchin,
anything.
Butchin, we're
Butchin,
moving on to
I
the
would
next
build
Butchin.
the
segment.
casino
Butchin.
Quiet.
when I'm in there.
Quiet.
That's the only thing.
Quiet. Are you done?
No,
Both of you?
Yes.
but I guess I have to be.
Do you see this man? Now shut up, man.
All right. What, Mr. Butchin, what are your ideas on taxes? What will your taxes be like?
I mentioned this before. I'll mention it again. First round of taxes, it's gonna be high. It's gonna be high for me, very high for me. No one will ever see taxes like what I'm gonna pay as president. That's all that Brent has too. That's what he makes yearly. But the first week it's gonna be up a little bit because we gotta get things going. We gotta get moving. We gotta get building fast.
We could have been working on this already if you weren't,
1 to 2
stubborn.
weeks.
to not
Brandon.
work on anything until you become
Brandon.
president. Anyways,
Quiet.
sorry.
On the casino because you
Not your
used me for
segment.
my resources and took credit.
I did do much.
1
most
to
of
2
this stuff.
weeks.
Mr. Boogie.
Sorry.
It could
Go
be
ahead,
the
Mr.
second
Butcher.
week, but I know there's going to be a week without taxes. There needs to be a week without taxes in my first term because it's just got to happen. But the first week it's going to be high up there. I'll be paying massive amount of blocks, double digits amount of blocks of iron, which will be most likely the taxes the first time around, so we can get this thing moving. That's all.
Is that all you have to say?
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Boogie, what are your thoughts about our taxes and what will your taxes be like?
Okay.
Go ahead, 2 minutes.
So, I strongly believe in this community. I am not going to do what I want. But, as we know, buildings take a while to build, and a lot of it comes to like collecting the resources, which I will give Butchum one thing. He does collect a lot of the resources when we need them. I will give him that. But it would be much better if we had less than one person, more than one person doing that. Anyways, it'd be better if we had more than one person doing that. Joe Biden. More than one person doing that. So, my main thing for taxes will be depending on what we're doing that week. If we're not building anything, or if we're
That's
not
causing
building
stress on
anything,
the people.
if we're not building anything major, I'm gonna put the taxes towards mining and stuff, which I am not gonna tax like Butchin does. He is making false claims saying that I'm gonna tax people like miners a whole bunch of stuff. No, I am here for the people. So, like for example, it would be maybe 10 iron blocks.
Holy fuck.
Blocks.
Blocks.
Are you nuts?
Among everybody. So that's one for each
I
person.
said 10 iron ingots. Just saying.
God.
But that's
As-
if we come down to that. We're not going to do that much because my goal is to be building a lot. As you know, I built most of this town from the ground up. My designs, my buildings.
The-
Hey, my grounds, my buildings, my designs.
The president's
Hey,
job is not
I-
to build.
My job is to help
Build.
the community. Anyways,
Last 15 seconds.
and I am going to put our taxes towards getting resources for those. So if we need to do the casino at first, I'm going to have people go get quartz, go get sand, go
All
get dye,
right, Mr. Boogie, that
I
wraps up
will-
your section.
make taxes go towards what we need and what's best for the
Hey, buddy, you're
community.
done.
Not what I want,
Yep.
but what we
Mr.
need.
Boogie, this
Thank
wraps
you.
up your section here. All right, we will go on to the next section. Mr. Boogie, what are your thoughts about taking away mining? I mean, you kind of just touched on this.
I don't plan on taking away mining because mining's a big part of this town. But I don't believe that the stuff that our people mine should go towards the whole community. That's communism. And I don't think that should be a thing. Instead, if people want to go mining for their own resources, they can. I want to allow the people to get, if they get 60 iron, they don't have to give that up. They can keep that for themselves, as we are doing
Said you
now.
tax 10 blocks.
That's if it comes down to it. My main goal is to be taxing for the buildings. If
That's
we
me
really,
every week.
no, you said that you wanted the iron,
No, that-
diamonds,
that's-
ores,
that's
all
gonna
that
be
kind of
affecting
stuff.
me every week.
But no, I want to do this for the people of our town. So I'm not going to take away mining. Mining can stay, but it's going to be for the individual who's going to go mining. I don't want somebody such as Butchin over here to be sitting around while other people are getting stuff for him. Like you could put
I'm paying 10
Butchin,
least
Butchin,
blocks.
listen to me. I'm using you as an
I'm not gonna be
example.
sitting around.
I'm not saying that you were,
You would.
but let's say we have an iron chest in there, and everybody
You won't.
it goes into the iron chest. For example, Butchin Bart wants to go ahead and put the taxes towards mining. So if everybody puts, like, let's say 30 iron in the chest, who's to say that Butchin over here is not going to go in and take all that iron, or take a majority of it, and we won't be able to tell who took that iron. So I am all for mining, but for the individual, not for the town. That is wrong, and I think it's taking of people's possessions. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Butchin, what are your thoughts?
I think I have to respond to that. I don't think I need to take anybody's iron. I think I'm doing very well at the moment. I'm not gonna need that. I think you're gonna need that. 15 blocks. That's what I'm gonna be paying a week.
No, I am
I
not
don't
gonna.
need any of
I'm
their
not
stuff.
gonna take people out like that, Butchin. It's gonna be the same for
The
everybody.
nearest source of pay. Wait, what was the question again?
What do you think about taking away mining?
Oh, mine's gonna stay. It's gonna stay forever. It's gonna happen everywhere. And it's never gonna go away. It's just gonna keep on getting bigger and bigger. It won't stop growing.
Here's another question for both of you. Both. This will go to Mr. Butchin first. What do you think about, like, if we ever run out of resources, like coal, iron, in the area? What do you think we would do then?
That's why I left that strip mine system optional. I've seen the great resources come from one individual. I think it can come mass amount from many. So I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. If it did, it became very serious. I'd talk to the senator, whoever the senator would be, and whoever the governor would be, would map out plans to make sure we're not gonna run out. Would try. That's hard to answer because it's a situation that's not exact,
Yeah.
and us three,
yeah.
the top government, would have to figure that out.
Yes.
And the
Mr. Boogie?
miners, and the miners.
Yes,
Would be
Mr.
a
Boogie, what do you
big
think
meeting.
about this
What was the
possible
question again, sir?
situation? What would you do if we would happen to run out of resources like coal, iron, and things around the area where miners would eventually have to move like really far out of the area?
So that is a good question, and like Butchin said, I agree. It's a very hard topic, but my suggestions, and I don't know if this would like ever happen in my presidency, but if it did, some of my suggestions for our top government
You're never
officials,
gonna be president.
for our top government officials, would be either, for example, one day having the taxes as elytras, one elytra, bring it back, and we can distribute those elytras to our miners. Our miners can use those elytras to go out far and mine. Another thing, that's just, I can't put this into law, like, we need the whole government, so I'm just giving some suggestions. It's a hard topic to, say, but we could also do railroad systems, but that might be a little pricey, and I don't know if we want to do that. So
$10
we might
for everybody.
if we have to send the miners out, I'd say we set them off good with a shulker box full of stuff that they would need, and have them go out for maybe 5-10 days, get as many resources as they can, and come back safely. And if we need more, if the miners need backed up with more people and more resources, we can have somebody go out for them. But like Mr.
Alright.
Butchin said, that's a very hard topic, and it would have to go up to the top
Yes.
officials.
Yes, it is.
President is the top official.
And
That's what you think.
this will be our last question / segment. Mr. Boogie, this will go to you first. Are you going to allow the people to equip netherite armor / diamond armor to be fully upgraded in the town to have on?
Yeah, why not? It's our community's free. You can do whatever you want as long as it stays within the laws. There's nothing in the law book saying that you can't have OP armor. The only reason why somebody would have to have that taken away is if they abuse it somehow. Like go on a killing rampage or whatever. Like if they commit a huge crime such as that, sure we can take it away, but I don't see why they can't have it.
Would you ever ban certain materials in your country?
The only things that would be banned within my town is, of course, the basics that we have right now, and ones that I set a long time ago with alongside Butchin for our town to thrive is TNT and flint and steel. Yes, you can have them now technically, but if it comes down to where things are blowing up and setting on fire, yeah, we can ban them. I don't see why armor and stuff would be banned then.
Alright, Mr. Butchin, you can go ahead with this.
He's picking the worst one. Wait, what? Sorry,
You can, you can answer this question.
Oh,
That Brandon
I mean-
answered.
I'm Republican. Of course, I'm gonna ban stuff. TNT and flint steel will be open, and there's fireball things. I don't know what they're called. Those will be open. Now, what Brandon doesn't know is TNT explosions and fire spread is on, and we haven't had an incident since, and we haven't. One time will ruin it for all, or if it's in that person's possession again, I swear Christ, they'll get one hell of an outcome. That's definite.
And what would that be?
Whatever the court decides, I probably won't decide that. Fucking dictator. You would ask that question.
Alright, I'd like to thank you, Mr.
Wait.
Butchin, and Miss...
Sir, can we have an open discussion at the end of the
yes,
debate?
fine, have your open discussion.
I didn't get to finish my automation.
Okay,
Of course
yeah,
I
go
do
ahead.
automation at the end. Of course. And the first
But
person I
wait,
called was Brandon.
Butchin,
And
you
he wouldn't say
Butchin.
that about me.
Butchin, you told me multiple times that automation isn't the way to go. And you said multiple times that you do not agree with it. Why now are you switching?
No,
You're
I never agree with it. It's not the time.
That's not what
Not
you said in
yet.
the past. You
Absolutely,
said
it's not the
multiple
time
times
yet.
it'll be taking people's jobs and stuff, and you do not agree
It
with it.
it will be. It will be taking people's jobs. It's too early for that. But later on, we have a big community. We're gonna be building. We don't need farming. We'll make it automated,
No,
but not yet.
Butchin, I can go back in recordings I have from a long time ago, and I will find where you said that automation shall not be in this town if you become president, and that you disagree with it, and that you said that
Automation
you said it'll be
won't
taking
happen the
jobs.
first term.
That's not
It
what
would
you
be
said
taking
before. You
jobs.
said
It would be taking
no,
jobs.
yeah,
It
and
would
you
be taking
disagree,
jobs.
and
I'm
you
saying it
disagreed
is going
with
to be
it.
taking
You
jobs.
disagreed with it, sir.
Automation
He is seeing how our
won't be
people, fellow
happening the
people,
first term. Maybe I doubt the second. It depends how we grow. My rate, we're gonna grow great. Maybe the third term, but um, automation is not gonna happen, and not yet. And whenever it does, Brand's gonna be the first person I call. Whether you hate Brand or you like him, he's gonna be doing great things when I'm president. He's not going to say the same thing about me, or now he will because I said the same. I said something about him. He never said that. He never said the nice things I did to him. The book I wrote for a speedy recovery, he never said about
I
that.
said
He doesn't
thank
want to
you.
show the good things that I've done because it's going to make him look even worse. I wasn't in his America. You know, in his town. The only part of the town I am is paying taxes, a mass amount of taxes. That's not going to happen. I'm asking for a chance. Just one chance
Okay,
for one
Butchin.
term. If you like what you see, vote again.
Okay, Butchin, I would like to bring up a few things if that's okay.
I don't really have a choice.
So, in the past, you have been known for, dictatorship. And, such as taking permissions, or even what is in the law book as abusing of powers. Can you just touch hand on that? Is that true? Like,
The fake court trial he stated was dismissed. I had
wait.
every right to do whatever I did.
So let me, go ahead and, say what you did again. Mr. Butchin here.
I don't remember this being a
Miss-
court case.
Mr. Butchin here went and killed an innocent dog. Yes, there is reasonings. The dog was
Violent.
attacking. The dog was
Violent.
attacking him, but in the court, it was stated that he could have ran away, and there was many options other than killing the dog. So
Were you there?
in
This
the
isn't
book,
court.
in the book, there was gonna get in the in the crime book, it was gonna get written down that
He
had
laughs
a
about a
crime,
dog dying
that he had a
during a court case.
that
but it's a
he
debate.
had that he had a law abortion of killing a dog.
I'm pro-life, and I don't apologize
Of a
for
dog.
it. There's no abortion here.
So, you're
Thank
not
you very
pro-life. You
much.
killed a dog. Anyways, so when we went
Criminals
and
deserve to
and
die.
the judge and the community member at the time agreed on it.
What, the one member?
But
the case was dismissed.
it was not dismissed. You didn't let me finish yet. You didn't let me finish yet. It was gonna get put down in the book. Same with Mr. Maid over here, and it was just gonna end like that. But no, Mr. Butchin over here had a hissy fit, and he decided, no, we can't have that. And he said multiple
course not.
times that if something got written down in that book, that he would have erased it. That he wasn't gonna let that happen, even though it was lawfully put in. Not only that, he took away permissions multiple times that day, taking permissions from our fellow men as of Man-Made Branch, and he took permissions away from me and Man-Made Branch after that court hearing.
After you said you're going to kill my
Which
dog.
ultimately forced us,
After you said
which
you're going to
ultimately
kill my
forced
dog.
us to not be able to do anything. And but Shimbar, maybe we did say that. I'm not saying we did or didn't, but even if
You wouldn't say the bad
let's
part
say-
about you. You'd
let's
say the
say-
bad part about me.
let's say
Alright,
Let's
Brandon,
say
let's wrap
you-
this up.
let's say you said that you're gonna kill our dogs, okay?
Hey, you're losing a vote. He's
This-
getting bored.
Let's say that you were gonna kill our,
We already
our
had
dog.
this court case
Let's say you were gonna-
dismissed, and
it
now you're
wasn't
bringing it in
dismissed
debate.
though. It wasn't
Yes, it
dismissed.
was.
It was dismissed because it was forced. He forced us to dismiss
Brian,
it.
let's
Butch and
wrap
Bart,
this up
Butch,
and let's
Butch
end
and
this
Bart,
debate.
Butch and
This
Bart
is
also has multiple acclaims of abusing powers in the past, very far
So did
back.
you.
Brian,
You
Brian,
kicked
this
me.
is not a part of the debate. This is a part
I'm
of your
bringing up his back.
campaign. You can bring this up in your campaign, not in this debate.
I'm just saying, do you want this man? Do you want this man to get
Yes,
into office?
bring this up in your debate, in your campaign, not the debate.
Okay, our final arguments.
No, Brian, this is over. This is it.
Butch and Bart, my last statement. Butch and Bart, if you elect him as president, he will abuse his powers and be a dictator. He already said multiple times that he did not want to work for this community if he wasn't in power. And that's all he wants is power. Power
There's
and
more
fame.
to it.
That's all he wants. And he lied multiple times, such as today, saying that he wanted automating farms and stuff, even
I'll
though
do later.
even
Alright,
though he
Mr.
said no.
Boogie,
Thank you.
those are your final words. Mr. Butchin, do you have any final words you'd like to say, or no?
I said it once. I'll say it again. I'm running once. And this time, I'm asking for a chance. Just a chance, you know. Worst case, you hate me so much the first 2 weeks, I resign. Senator becomes president. It doesn't matter. But you're gonna love me as president. You really will. And then I'll win the second. I'm sure Brandon will run again. And then he will never be president. I have to make that clear. He will never, ever be president. And if he does, he used fraud.
See, he did. If it's not his way,
Alright,
if it's not
we
his
are
way, it's
ending
not
this
the right
debate
way.
here. Mr. Boogie, you've already spoken your final words.
And after
We'd
my
like to
second
thank you for
term,
tuning into
we'll
Fox
negotiate.
on our section of our debate here, and we would like to close with this. Mr. Bunchin and Mr. Boogie here were our two candidates, and they are two very well candidates that are running. We would like all of you to vote for one of these candidates, maybe even someone else. Wink, wink. And that is all. We will send it back to you, Mr. Frank.